Picture this, you're 60 years old, looking back at your life, and you just realized, despite working for 4 decades, you are still dependent on others for your survival. Your children become your lifeline. This isn't just a statistic, this is the reality for millions of people in the world. But here's what they don't tell you. It doesn't have to be your story. I want you to understand the most important fundamental that has changed my perspective on wealth. Most people fail in life, not because they aim too high and miss, or too low and hit, but because they never aim. Financial freedom is not about your age, your background, or your current situation. It's about understanding the 7 core principles that have been tested by time and proven by results. These aren't theories from textbooks. They are battle-tested strategies that have transformed ordinary people into extra wealth builders. Here, let me tell you a dangerous myth that's keeping your mind trapped. You've been told that money is the root of all evil, that wealthy people are greedy, or that you have to be born into money to be wealthy. That's not only wrong, it's poison to your financial future. The truth is, money is simply a tool, and like any tool. While you have worked hard your whole life to acquire money, the question is, will you learn to use this tool, or will you let it use you? What I'm about to share with you in the next few minutes is not just another financial tip, but a blueprint that separates those who struggle their entire lives from those who break free and build real wealth. Stay with me till the very end to understand the strategy between financial freedom and financial slavery. Once you understand this, it will change everything. Most people never discover the difference between financial freedom and financial slavery. Number 1. The 70% or 30% rule is where most people go wrong from day one. They spend 100%, sometimes even 110%, and wonder why they are always broke. I once asked a friend, "How can I live on less when I'm already struggling?" He smiled and said, "My friend, if you can't live on 90% of your income, you can't live on 100% either." The problem is not your income, it's your relationship with money. This principle is simple but revolutionary. Live on 70% of your income no matter what. Earn the remaining 30%, save and invest. This isn't just about budgeting, it's rewiring your brain like a wealth builder instead of a consumer. When you start living on 70%, something magical happens. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the architect of your future. You begin to see money as a seed to be planted, not just paper to be spent. Number 2. The automatic wealth system. The amount you save isn't as important as the habit of saving. I learned this lesson the hard way when I was drowning in debt. I thought I needed to save large amounts to make a difference. The truth is otherwise. An old friend told me, save something every time money passes through your hands, even if it's just a penny. The magic isn't in the amount, it's in the automation. When you automate your savings, you remove emotions from the equation. You're not negotiating with yourself every month whether you can afford to save. You're just doing it, like breathing. Set up automatic transfers the moment you get paid. Before you see the money, before you're tempted to spend it, it's already working for your future. This single habit will do more for your wealth than any investment strategy or get-rich-quick scheme ever could. Number 3. Financial education is your foundation. This might be the most important principle of all. So listen carefully. In school, they teach you to memorize dates and formulas, but they never teach you the most crucial subject of all, how money works. They don't teach you about compound interest, about inflation, about the differences between assets and liabilities. They send you into the world financially illiterate and then wonder why you struggle. But here's the beautiful truth. You can educate yourself at any age. It doesn't matter if you're 25 or 65. Your brain is capable of learning these principles. I started reading everything I could about money, not to become a financial expert, but to stop being a financial victim. My mentor once told me, 1 hour per day of study will put you at the top of your field within 3 years. Imagine what 1 hour per day of studying money could do for your financial future instead of wasting it on Netflix. Just 1 book per month, 1 financial concept per week, and 1 new principle per day. That's all it takes to transform your relationship with wealth. Number 4. The power of financial planning. Most people plan their vacation better than their finances. They'll spend hours researching hotels and restaurants, but they never sit down and plan where their money should go. This is financial suicide. Before each month begins, you need to have a meeting with your money. You need to tell every penny where it should go before it leaves your hands. This is not about restricting yourself, but taking control. When you have a plan, you make decisions based on your goals. My mentor once told me, a bad financial plan is better than no plan. Even if your income is irregular, if you're not a salaried person, even if you're not sure what's coming next month, you still need to plan. Create a baseline, work with what you know, and adjust as you go. The key is to start planning now, not when conditions are perfect. Number 5. Assets over accumulation. Here's where most people get it completely wrong. They focus on accumulating money instead of building assets. But money sitting in a savings account is not building wealth. It's slowly being eaten away by inflation. You need to transform your money into assets that work for you. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket without requiring any active involvement. This could be rental property, dividend-paying stocks, or a business. The key is to think like an investor, not a saver. Here's a secret most people miss. Your greatest asset isn't real estate or stocks. It's your ability to create value. Your skills, your knowledge, your experience. This can be turned into income streams that generate wealth for decades. Number 6. The power of financial tracking. You cannot manage what you do not measure. This principle is so simple that most people ignore it, and yet so powerful that it can transform your finances overnight. If you're not tracking every penny that comes in and goes out, you're not in control of your financial life. I learned this lesson when I was asked how much I spent last month on entertainment. I had no idea. I thought I was responsible with money, but I was flying blind. That's when I realized that I think means I don't know, and I don't know means I'm not in control. Start tracking everything, not to punish yourself, but to gain awareness. Your spending pattern will reveal your true priorities, and sometimes that revelation is exactly what you need to change your life. Number 7. The legacy mindset. This is the principle that separates those who build temporary wealth from those who create lasting prosperity. Stop thinking about just getting by, and start thinking about what you're building for the next generation. Legacy isn't just about leaving money behind. It's about leaving a system, a philosophy, a way of thinking about wealth that will benefit your family for generations. When you adopt the legacy mindset, every financial decision becomes bigger than you. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. The legacy mindset makes that journey meaningful. You're not just building for yourself, you're building something that will outlast you. Here's what I want you to understand. These 7 principles aren't just strategies, they're a complete transformation of how you think about money. When you implement them, you don't just change your bank account, you change your entire relationship with wealth. But knowledge without action is worthless. You can watch 100 videos, read 1,000 books, and attend every seminar, but if you don't take action, nothing changes. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle isn't knowledge, it's implementation and taking action. Right now, I want you to grab a pen and paper, not later, not tomorrow, right now. We're going to create your personal action plan for this week. This is where transformation begins, not with perfect conditions, but with imperfect action. 1. Calculate 70% of your income. That's your new living budget. Everything else gets allocated to your future. 2. Set up automatic savings. even if it's just 500 rupees per month. Automate. Remove decision-making from your daily life. 3. Buy one book about money. Read it. Apply it. Let it change how you think about wealth. 4. Create a simple budget for next month. Tell every rupee where it's going before it leaves your hands. 5. Identify one skill you have that can generate additional income. Your knowledge is valuable. Figure out how to monetize it. 6. Start tracking every expense for 1 month, just 1 month. See where your money really goes. 7. Have a conversation with your family about money. Start building a legacy mindset that will benefit generations. You have a choice to make right now. You can close this video and go back to your old patterns, hoping that somehow things will magically get better. Or you can decide that today is the day you take control of your financial future. Success is a choice, not a circumstance. Wealth is a decision, not a destination. And the decision must be made now, not someday. The 7 principles I've shared with you today have transformed millions of lives. They've taken people from poverty to prosperity, from struggle to success. But they only work if you work them. Remember, it's not about where you start. It's about what you decide to do from here. You can begin building wealth at 25 or 65, from any situation, with any income. The principles don't care about your past. They only care about your commitment to your future. If this message resonates with you, if you felt something shift inside you as you listened, then I need you to do something. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Your action could be the catalyst that changes someone else's life forever. Subscribe to this channel, not just for more content, but because you're making a commitment to your financial education. You're joining a community of people who refuse to accept financial mediocrity. Do leave a comment below. Which principle hit you the hardest? And what are you going to implement this month? Your commitment in writing becomes your contract with success and financial freedom. The world is full of people who dream about financial freedom but never take action. Don't be one of them. Be the person who decides, who acts, who transforms their life through the power of these 7 principles. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make right now. Don't let them down. Remember, success is not an accident, it's a choice. And that choice begins with the decision you take today. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue building your path to financial freedom.